Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is Good Old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio's offense takes the field. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
How is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. It up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
A third down try for the offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Bulldozes him. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double covers. He got lucky that was an interception.
And the balls are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Buying some time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David.
And he's running in the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Johns. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got his man. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Got it behind the line. It's Terrell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew he was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
Looking to throw, it's Johns. Forced out of the pocket. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Bobcats are on the move. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it.
This guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The special teams with a special moment. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jeff. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Johns. Might be looking to run. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set for the second half kickoff. Fair catch called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's right on target. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Works the middle of the field. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires into the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Quickly complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Give to the single back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Bobcats racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense lining up quickly. Dropping back, it's John. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Steps away to find some room. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here.
And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Here comes the hurry up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. He's now up to 83 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. The give out of the gun. Makes him talk to the hand. Tackle is made after the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on second down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burgess. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Johns. They're bringing heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Now adjusting. Lowers those pads. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback adapting. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Gets it out quickly. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Burgess. And the ball slipped out. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.